Good evening and welcome back to SF Live. This is Myrna Lim, your host. Is the economy getting you down? Yep. Is the status of the city getting you down? Yes, parts of it. Is the state getting you down? The state of California, that is. Yes, big time. Well, so we decided tonight to have a little bit more fun. We decided that we are going to take a little different track. We'll enjoy the moment for what it is. And who else can be that fun person? Well, tonight we have a very special guest. None other than media personality Miss Elaine Santoro. Tonight we'll talk about San Francisco politics, which could be both depressing and fun and funny and everything else. So tonight we'll talk about who's hot, who's not, and who's out. Hello, Miss Elaine. How are you? Welcome back.
How are you? Nice to see you.
You too. So what have you been doing?
Well, I started a new blog. It's twogirlsonequeen.com. It is not like Two Girls, One Cup, which is totally gross. But it's a blog about everything that's fun and fabulous in San Francisco, and just about parties, a little bit of politics in there, but not too much, because that's kind of a downer.
Exactly.
And it's kind of boring, and I've been covering that for 2 years, and I'm over it. So now I just want to talk about parties and dressing up. And
wow, you're fit for the role. You're gorgeous. And I love the hair.
Thank you. I made it myself.
You did.
I made the headpiece myself.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. I have my own accessories line.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I sell through Etsy.com.
Oh, what do you sell?
I sell headpieces like this one.
That's nice.
Mostly made of feathers, with like sequin appliques.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
So I make those. I do custom stuff too. I made some for my dance troupe, which is the Bombshells. It's like a punk showgirl dance troupe that I'm in. So
oh, really? Wow.
Them too.
You're very busy.
Yeah, I try to stay busy.
Well, how about the earring? The earrings are good.
The earrings, somebody gave these to my mom, and she didn't want them, so now they're mine.
You confiscated them.
She's like, do you want these? I'm like, yeah. So I took them, and now I wear them all the time.
All right. Okay, well, we'll have a little bit of fun tonight. All right, let's talk about San Francisco politics. If it gets to be a downer, let me know, and then we'll shift course. Yeah. Okay, what's going on with Chris Daly?
Chris Daly. Hey, ouch. Chris, if he's watching. He moved to Fairfield.
Yeah.
And he's kind of been laying low because everybody got really mad that he moved there.
So is he taking Amtrak or?
I don't know. Maybe he has a plane, like Google, like they have like a helicopter.
Yeah.
And he flies there, or maybe he can fly. I don't know himself.
Does he take the Amtrak that gets off at Susun Fairfield?
I don't even know. I don't know what's there. I've never been, so I wouldn't know. I'm sure it's nice.
All right, let's talk about Eric Marr. You said something that he is always on Facebook.
He's always on Facebook. He's like all about the Facebook.
Oh, really? What does he post?
Pretty much everything. He posts a lot of stuff about his daughter and a lot of stuff about the board. And sometimes he takes pictures while he's in the meetings.
Takes pictures of himself?
Of like people at the meetings with his phone. And then he puts it on Facebook. And people have called him Supervisor Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how many?
Because he's just always on Facebook.
How many
really
friends
likes
does he
it.
have?
I'm sure he has a lot of friends. He's so nice. Like, whatever. A lot of people like him. So they want to be his friend. But, I mean, I've kind of joked. I'm like, well, I don't really know what kind of legislation he's passed. But sometimes I know where he's gone to lunch.
Oh, he says that on Facebook?
Because he writes about it. He's like, oh, going to lunch, and then he takes pictures of really yummy food. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. But he's and he also writes a lot about music.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he wrote...
Does he play instruments?
I don't know if he does. I don't know. But he was at Strictly bluegrass this weekend, and I covered outside lands for our blog, and he was there as well.
Yeah.
So he saw me in the press area on my iPhone, and like my little netbook. And he's like, wow, you are so technological. But in reality, I think I was just checking Twitter and talking to my dad. I probably looked like I was doing something really important and wasn't that important.
Now you think Facebook is hot, right?
Yeah, I think it's totally hot. Yeah. Everybody's on Facebook.
Yeah.
I've been on Facebook for a long time when it was just for college kids, and mostly all it was something stupid to do while you weren't doing homework.
Right.
And now it's an organizing tool. People put up, invites for political events. They meet people on there. It's funny because they're like, oh, I'm like Facebook friends with him. But he acted like he didn't even know me when I saw him here. Like, what? It's just drama.
Well, they probably don't know him. Oh my God, if you've got thousands of people in your Facebook.
You're like, well, I don't understand why they acted like that. And they, like, added me as a friend. I remember one time I went to something, and I was like, oh my God, he acted like he didn't even know me. Is he asking to be put on limited profile? Which means that I probably spend too much time on the internet, and I don't know where real world begins and where, like, Facebook and the rest of the world begins.
What about Twitter? I mean, Twitter, I haven't gotten onto Twitter.
I'm on Twitter a lot, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's, like, Twitter. Gavin Newsom is always on Twitter.
I mean...
And it's like, I don't know. I'm not really happy with, like, his punctuation on there. He doesn't always capitalize things. And he was twittering...
How's the spelling?
While his wife was having a baby. That's awkward. I don't need to know that. That's totally TMI. And I don't think she was too much information. Like, he was totally, like, oversharing. And that was awkward, and I didn't need to know that. Like, what is he going to take, like, a twit pic of, oh, look at me cutting the...
You mean the dilation and stuff?
It's just, like, so gross. I don't even like to think about that kind of thing. Like, I don't need to know. You just, like... Put up a baby photo when it's, like, already born. You don't need to tell us that it's being born. And I don't think that the First Lady was so happy about it because he had to, like, get off Twitter. He's like, oh, she's not happy about it. She wants me to get off Twitter. I'm like, duh. Like, what was he thinking? Like, she would like that? She just had a baby. What was he thinking? I don't think he thinks much. I'm always like, what is Gavin thinking? Apparently nothing. I don't know.
It's kind of hard to think when you have the mirror in front of you all day.
Yeah,
right?
I know. Maybe.
I'm gorgeous. Here, look at me. I'm watching myself.
Well, he had something up yesterday about help me choose my campaign logo.
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
Don't you have people to choose it for you? Why do you have to put it on Twitter?
His logo?
Yeah, the logo for his governor campaign, Gavin for governor. He's like, oh, can you... help us pick out the logo. Help us vote for one. Like, why do they have to do that? Maybe he thinks it's, like, trendy or something. Oh, I'm like, people are going to help me.
Well, I mean, isn't Jerry Brown kind of really whooping him right now?
Well, he's raised more money, but he hasn't even declared that he's going to run. Yeah. I don't know if he ever will. Maybe he's just raising money for something. I don't know what he's doing. But, I mean, Gavin... His people sent an email to my dad, and my dad is not in politics. He's just like, he's just my dad. He works and has a job and does normal things. And
regular people do.
They keep sending emails to his personal email, and he doesn't know where they got it from because...
Is he in Facebook, your dad?
No, he doesn't know about what that stuff is. He doesn't go on Twitter. He, like, goes on the computer at work, and then he comes home, and then he watches TV. He doesn't, like, do all that. So, he's been getting all these emails from Gavin asking him for money.
For $25.
That, and, like, there was an email, like, slamming Jerry Brown for raising money for this Republican person, this Republican candidate. It's like, what? Why are you sending this email? And my dad's like, I don't know how they got my email, why they're sending it to me, why he's talking negatively about Jerry Brown if Jerry Brown hasn't even declared yet. But whatever.
Well, I got an email from Gavin Newsom. Yeah. Please give me $25.
Whatever. Leave my dad alone, Gavin. Stop emailing our house. He's weird. He's gonna come up to the door like, hi.
$25.
He's gonna show up in the window like